Hello, Ridley College community, and welcome to the October edition of Headmaster's Headlines. We are trying something a little bit different this month, and I'm proud to welcome Prefect Dimitri Nitsopoulos, who will be serving as our first student reporter for Headmaster's Headlines. Welcome, Dimitri. Great to see you.
Thanks for having me, Mr. Kidd. I'm excited to be here to speak with you today and ask you questions on behalf of our school community.
Great.
So firstly, I understand that you have recently been in London, England for hosting the UK reception, branch reception. Can you tell us more about these receptions?
Yeah, Mrs. Kidd and I had a wonderful trip to the UK. At London, we hosted a wonderful annual branch dinner. We had 36 alumni ranging from the class of 1947 to 2017. That was the range of ages. It was an amazing event. Of course, you know, we have alumni, 8,000 alumni all over Canada, all around the world. And so this is something that I do throughout the school year. I travel around to various destinations and cities like London, England, to visit with our alumni and our extended community.
So while we students enjoyed an early dismissal on Thanksgiving, I understand that the faculty and staff launched an important school initiative. Tell us more about the upcoming accreditation processes.
Yeah, so those half-day, Thursday half-days during our long weekend, faculty and staff remain behind, and we use that as a really important time for professional development, professional conversations and collaboration. And on the last Thursday for October long weekend, we began the CASE and IB accreditation process.
Okay.
It is a self-improvement process for schools that belong to the Canadian Association of Independent Schools and IB. We're doing them together, and we're spending the next 12 months as a community really looking at national standards and international standards of best practice, and comparing ourselves and trying to figure out where are our strengths, where are our areas for growth, and what are the next steps to becoming a better school.
Okay, wow. So as a student, I've noticed there is a conscious effort on behalf of my teachers to encourage positive education in my classroom and beyond. What are your thoughts on how positive education has permeated the community?
Yeah, I'm glad you noticed that in your classes, Dimitri. As you know, our vision and our mission, which was established 5 years ago as part of our new strategic plan, talks about inspiring, flourishing lives, and that leads us down the path of positive education and positive psychology. And so I think it's permeating every aspect of our school, and it's going to continue to do so. This year, we're really excited to launch a partnership with Dr. Lee Waters from the University of Melbourne, and her Visible Wellbeing program is already, we're starting to see, even though we've just started, it's a two-year partnership, it's already starting to seep into the everyday practices in our school, in our classrooms and outside our classrooms. For example, character strengths and improving our literacy and understanding of our own strengths is happening all over the school, from kindergarten to grade 12, both inside the classroom and outside the classroom. So I'm really excited. It's a differentiator for us, and it's really something important in terms of achieving our mission of inspiring, flourishing lives.
Yes. So our latest annual fund campaign has just launched. Can you explain the projects and why annual giving is so important to Ridley? Annual
giving is important not just to Ridley, but to all independent schools like Ridley. The fact of the matter is that tuition revenue does not cover the expense of our operating the school, throughout the school year. And so in order to enhance programs, enhance the campus and facilities, we need to rely on the annual fundraising campaigns in order to make the school a better place. And so this year we're focused on 3 projects. The first one is the Lower School Library Phase 2. Last year was Phase 1, and we completed that thanks to some generous gifts. The second one is focused on Best Educators, and that's a fund that will help us to enhance our professional learning and professional development for our faculty, and give them the resources, the tools, and the experiences to allow them to be the best educators they can be. And then the third is a focus on scholarships and bursaries, and to continue to enhance our fund, which allows us to make the legacy of a Ridley education possible for many of our families. Wow, very interesting. Now I just have some personal questions for you. Why did you choose education as a career path, and how did that lead you to Ridley? Why did I choose education as a career path? Yes. That's a good question. Yeah. I grew up in a family of educators.
Yeah.
My mother, my grandmother, on both sides of my family were educators. So I grew up with school, and
Okay.
I loved school as a
Yeah.
student. I loved high school. I saw what a difference it made in my life to have outstanding educators who really cared. And so when I went off to university, I knew even heading into university, first year university, that I wanted to be in the field of education and working with specifically teenagers.
Yeah.
And so I launched into a career. I taught for over 18 years in the classroom, and then I started to become an administrator, take that next step of really helping to inspire students to launch their lives and impact them in profound ways. That led me then to Ridley, which is such an incredible community and an opportunity to take this over 100-year-old institution
Yes.
and take it to the next level. So really exciting.
Very interesting. Now, for my final question, what has been your proudest moment at Ridley thus far?
My proudest moment, that's a great question. I would begin with my children. I think most parents would say that their children are their proudest moment. Ashton in grade 4 and me in grade 9 and Jaden in grade 11, to see their growth and development and that they're flourishing here at Ridley over the last 5 years. I'm very proud of the teachers and the mentors and the coaches who have influenced them. So that would be sort of my first one. My second proudest moment would really be the fact that we have established a vision and a strategic plan as a community that we are collectively bought into and that we're aligned on and we're moving forward on. And that's a really powerful thing when that starts to catch hold. And I think that's exactly what's happened at Ridley. I'm excited and I'm proud of what we've achieved so far, and I'm really excited about what the future holds as well. So that would be my proudest moment. Great
Awesome.
question. Thank you very much for joining me for this first time student interview.
Pleasure's all mine.
You did a great job,
Thank you.
and I thank you also for tuning in to the October Headmasters Headlines, and I look forward to seeing you all in November. Thank you very much.